hospitals and healthcare workforce are able to take care of people when we need them. This is difficult, but I am confident in our scientists at the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. I am confident in our local health departments, and I'm confident that these proactive measures we are implementing now will slow the spread of this disease and save lives. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Governor Whitmer. I'd be happy to open it up for questions.
Okay, Governor, thank you. This is working. So you've been vocally hitting back against the shelter-in-place rumors that Michigan could do that at some point, but we've seen other states do it. What conditions would have to be in place for a shelter-in-place order to be issued in Michigan, and why are you not deciding to do that right now?
Well, let me be very clear. There were a lot of, there was a lot of talk yesterday on social media, people that were stirring things up and I think creating anxiety and fear and anger based on nothing that was actually concrete or something that's being talked about in the moment. Now I recognize that not having plans to do something right now doesn't mean at some point we might have to take more aggressive action. We're clearly listening and paying attention to what other states are doing. We are sharing best practices. We are sharing our best medical advice and information that we are using to make informed decisions. We are constantly monitoring because the information is changing so rapidly. If and when we are in a position where we think that it's an important next move, I will absolutely communicate that personally to the public. We are not there. I think it's irresponsible for anyone to imply, read into, or broadcast anything other than that. Every decision we make has ramifications. They weigh heavy on me and my team. We know that when we close schools, 1.5 million kids aren't getting the education they need. We know that half of them aren't going to get the food that they get at school, and that's why this incredible work that's being done that I saw at Sexton High School today and is happening all over the state is so important. If and when we get to a point where people are not adhering to the counsel of the CDC and best practices and we need to take another step, we will consider doing that when the time is right, but we are not there.
Thank you, Governor. California's governor has said recently that he expects 56% of the state to be infected within an 8-week span. I'm sure Michigan has done all sorts of modeling. Can you tell me what that has shown you and your staff about where Michigan can expect to be?
I'm going to have to hand the medical questions over to the doctor, so I'll ask Dr. Khaldun to come back.
Thank you. So yes, we have been in close conversations with our scientists and other scientists at the University of Michigan to look at the modeling. Right now, to be honest, Michigan has so few tests that have been done that the model is not actually going to be accurate to project out like maybe some other states are able to do. But that said, there are predictions across the nation that anywhere between 40 and 60% of the community will actually end up having this disease. But we are actively working on getting that more specific modeling data.
Dr. Khaldun, this one may be for you as well. Oakland and Wayne County seem to have a high number of cases at this point. Does that reflect better testing in those communities or an actual higher prevalence of any sort?
So that's a good question. We also have the highest number of people who live in that area of the state, obviously, so we would expect more cases. We're working actively to make sure everyone is testing the right individuals, so people who do not have any symptoms should not get tested, and those are the conversations we've been having over the past couple of days as far as how we think about those negative tests. I cannot say that there's necessarily more concentrated disease in that area, because I'll be honest, we have not tested enough to get a good idea of what's going on across the entire state.
I think this is best for the governor, but perhaps not. I know in New York, the governor there said he was talking to China to try to get some of their ventilators that maybe they don't need anymore. Everyone's talking to anyone who might have a ventilator that they can take. Are there active discussions right now, and is there any expectation that we will be receiving more ventilators, more masks in the near future?
So in my comments, I announced a few companies here in Michigan that were able to secure and help us get more masks. I don't have a specific number for you, but I am confident that it is in the millions, and that is something that is great, and we couldn't do that without these great Michigan businesses that are helping out. With regard to ventilators specifically, we have been working incredibly hard and thinking kind of creatively about how do we bring more ventilators online here in Michigan. And I know that the team here at the SCOC, that's exactly what this place is organized for, and why we got it up and running back in February before even the first cases were known to be here. And all of the incredible work that they're doing to bring additional ventilators into Michigan or back online, I think is we're going to be able to, is going to bear fruit. Is it going to be what we need? We are so far behind because frankly, the federal government didn't take this as seriously as they should have on the front end. I'm grateful that there are wonderful manufacturers in the state who have offered to help, none of whom build ventilators right now. And so manufacturing perhaps parts of a ventilator, they're incredibly complicated, clearly, because they're such an important piece of machinery. But we are working to see how we can, how we can increase the number of ventilators that are available in our state. And I feel like we're making some progress, but if the federal government is able to procure ventilators and, ship some of them to Michigan, we would be incredibly grateful.
Have you been able to put any numbers on the number of ventilators Michigan has or the number we need?
Yep.
Yes, so we do query all of our hospitals across the region. As of a couple of days ago, there were over 1,000 ventilators available across all of our regional healthcare coalitions.
This could be for either of you. Have there been any discussions about potentially having to use dorm rooms, for example, as hospital rooms, or to increase the hospital bed capacity should we need it?
Yes, I'll start and then Governor can chime in. So absolutely, part of what we're thinking about as far as healthcare workforce and capacity is also bed capacity. So that's part of what all those hospital coalitions have to send to us is how many beds they have available. And we're also working across the state to identify where there may be additional spaces where we could actually have hospitals. And we're ordering hospital beds and other supplies in the same line.
I have one for the governor. Has the possibility that K-12 schools may not be able to reopen this school year been discussed, and what kind of contingency plans would have to be in place for that?
Well, at this juncture, we are 1 week into the 3-week ban, the 3-week shutdown that I initiated, a temporary shutdown. Our plan and hope is always that we'll be in a position to get back into school. But of course, we're very aware of what the science is and the experience has been elsewhere, and so we are working hard to ensure that we can give kids the education that they need while they are not actually physically in the classroom. I know that MDE put out a statement today. I was dismayed to see that, frankly, and we're going to work to make sure that kids are getting the instruction or the equivalent of an instruction as needed so that they can finish this year and having gotten the education that they're supposed to get.
Governor, the Big Three have announced the closure or the pausing of manufacturing, but in most cases, it's not been a hard and fast stop. It's been a gradual shutdown. A number of employees who have had to come to work have reached out to us very concerned that they're still in these conditions that the Big Three have decided should not be running. Should it be a hard and fast shutdown in your view?
You know what, I've come to find that it's rarely wise to weigh in on the discussions between the Big Three and the UAW, because they have been working together to make sure that they are keeping the members of the UAW, the hardworking men and women who are on the line, safe. And so what I would say is that it's not an easy decision to shut down, but it's also the most important thing is the health of our people, and I commend them for recognizing that, working with the UAW to ensure that there was a decision that was come to jointly. And I think, I'm hopeful that the impacts on our economy from COVID-19 are impacts that we are all aware of, and that we are all determined to make sure that we keep it as short and as and we mitigate the depth of it.
Governors in some states have closed daycares. Why keep them open here, and would you consider closing them at some point?
I know that a lot of facilities are not still open. I had to take extraordinary measures to create some opportunities for our first responders to have places where they can have confidence their kids are safe while they're on the front line taking care of everybody. And so every decision that we made, as I've said, has weighed heavily on me, that there are ramifications from each, that we have to take measures to help mitigate the harm, and so one of which was trying to ensure that our first responders and our primary care folks have got care for their children. As we think about what we all rely on every single day, especially in a health crisis, it's those people that are showing up every day and putting in incredible hours and doing tough work. So we want to help them.
That's Governor Gretchen Whitmer's presser. We're going to break away from that, handle some business. Didn't get the answers we were looking for regarding what is the status of our students? What is the status of the school children in this state who announcement was made today? None of the work they're doing at home is going to count towards anything. What on earth? But no announcement there. One quick note is I know a lot of people are going to get hung up with shelter in place. The truth of the matter is most of the measures of what California and Illinois are doing, we're already doing. It's a lot like New York. Governor Cuomo doesn't want to use shelter in place as a name. It seems like Gretchen Whitmer's a little reticent for that. But a couple of news and notes. We'll come back. We'll wrap it. We're going to do the cocked and loaded pick of the day because, damn it, some people still want to escape, and I'm 3 for 3 on picks this week. So we're going to have some fun. We can recap that. NFL Blitz at 5:30. Lots to do. 97.
97.1 The Ticket.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Comcast Business. 94 westbound Appalach, there's now a vehicle fire leaving only the right lane open. Traffic is stop and go from 75. Another vehicle fire is affecting the 75 northbound ramp to 375. Fast, reliable internet, it's important to your business. Comcast Business can help you take your business beyond with amazing solutions and great deals. Comcast Business, beyond fast. Get started today at ComcastBusiness.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Radio.com Sports Minute. Yesterday, I talked about Darius Slay and the trade from Detroit to Philadelphia. Yesterday, Darius Slay also talked about the trade and did not hold back and told some unbelievable stories about his coach, Matt Patricia. Stories that were so incredible and so graphic that I cannot repeat them here. Let's just say that if Slay is telling the truth, and I've got a reason to believe that he's not, you got a coach like Patricia rolling into Detroit without a single head coaching win to his name, and he's taking runs at an elite talent and trolling him and them left and right. Read the room, doofus. Then read the nameplate on your office door. It says Matt Patricia, not Bill Belichick. So maybe if you have more than a pencil behind your ear to your name, you can do what you tried to do. But Matt Patricia is not in that spot right now, and probably never will be. I'm Jim Rowe. We've all heard of Casper, the sleep company with the outrageously comfortable products at not so outrageous prices. From award-winning mattresses to pillows, sheets, and duvets, Casper is transforming the way we all sleep, one snooze at a time. And with Casper's current end-of-season clearance, you can save up to 20% on the mattress of your dreams. The Casper mattress is an award-winning balance of comfort and support. 4 layers of premium foam are designed to provide pressure relief for all-night comfort. Keep your back aligned with Zone Support, designed to provide extra support. And as always, free shipping and free returns. Save up to 20% on mattresses now through March 23rd, 2020. Hey, offer expires March 23rd, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Save 10% off the Essential, 15% off the Casper, or 20%.
Oh my goodness. Ration.
some strong opinions. I'd love
No,
to hear
go
them.
back. Well, we can do that later. I want to hear the horse stuff first because we got to win for the fourth day in a row.
Well, we have a bit of an issue. The issue is the following. Because we carried the race, because we carried the speech, the press conference, we missed the post of the original race I was going to give you. Now, I had another race aligned. There's two things. One, with the governor's speech, I want to make sure we get people's feedback on it. So ticket text stuff at that light. And two, a horse that was 4-1 on the morning line is now your betting favorite. And I can't offer you a favorite in good conscience. But if you want, I'll give it. That's your call. Now, it's not a big favorite by any means. It's basically a co-first choice. But I will follow your lead. I've been 3 for 3. We've beaten 3 favorites. Do you want me to just roll with this pick? And if people only get 2-1 on the money, then nothing I can do about it.
I don't care if it's a favorite or not. If it's what you think, who you think is going to win, then let's just do that.
All right. Then it's 3 minutes to post. It's Santa Anita. It's a maiden special weight. Do you want the cocktail or pick of the day?
Of course I do, because we got to get that fourth in a row.
Hit the button.
It's 4:45. Not getting any action at home? That's Celebrate down 40.
Bangkok 96.
It's Mike Sullivan's 300 if the day.
I'd love to get that full, for sure.
All right, you're 3 minutes from post. We're 3 for 3. I'm going to offer you something tasty. It is a maiden special weight, horses that have not won a race. It's on turf. It's a sprint, 5.5 at Santa Anita. We're going with a horse named Jay-Z, my man. Jay-Z was an expensive purchase. He was a 400